Hello everybody and welcome to Zero Escape Virtue / Reward. We are the Game Cola of Zero Escape crew. My name is Michael Gray and with me is Diana Gray, no relation, and Nikola Suprak.
Also no relation.
Diana, introduce yourself because Nikola
I'm sorry.
did. Yeah.
I'm Diana, in case you couldn't tell.
So what you saw there was me trying to show you where we are in the game. We went through the yellow door and we allied, and then we went through the red door and we allied. I think. No, wait, we just went through the yellow door and allied, right? It's kind of confusing because we're making a jump from the previous video.
Yes, we just this is just the first ally choice. We haven't done that. We haven't gone through the second round yet.
Yeah, so in the previous video, as you saw there with that decision, we went with Tenmyoji and Clover to the pressure exchange chamber. But now we're going with Dio and Clover to the laboratory.
Yes, because we found a lock last time and couldn't move forward.
Yes, you have to visit the laboratory in order to unlock two different pathways, the Alice pathway and the Tenmyoji pathway.
But it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B.
So I'm sort of curious, is there a reason you chose these paths in the order that you did?
I'll take good care of him. I promise.
Not really. I mean, some pathways you have to do before others.
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna.
But, I don't know. I just decided I wanted to show this particular block as opposed to another one.
Okay, fair enough.
Because this is going to be the last block we encounter through this entire video walkthrough.
Hooray!
Yay, that's good.
The block at this video. Hooray.
Oh. Still.
Normally I would have done the Clover ending first, but I don't remember what happens in that ending. Because you can unlock the Clover ending on your first playthrough, and the Clover's ending unlocks the K ending. I don't know, you guys like, who did we go through first? We have Dio, Tenmyoji, and Alice. Those are the first three people we see. Is that better than Clover and K?
I thought K's ending was one of the better endings. Like, it doesn't really explain anything, but it's sort of like a big twist ending.
Oh yeah, oh, it's that one.
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers!
Anything.
Just wait till you see the K ending, Diana. That's a good one.
This is a dead end.
See, this is why I would never be able to play this game, because I would just I would run into all the locks, I would manage that somehow, and I would just get so frustrated.
That's what happened to Paul Franzen, who was playing along with us for the first three videos. Well, actually, he ran into one lock and then quit right away.
No, I would keep trying until I ran into like 3 or 4, and then I would just be like, no, I'm done. I can't do this.
So we missed Clover telling a stupid pun here. In this room, Clover is going to be the pun master.
Oh, this is the best room. I forgot about this room. So many puns.
I love puns.
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
That apparently was a pun.
Oh, man, good.
Signal, please. Give her a smack.
Oh my.
I think he means with his hand.
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
See, it seems like that which make me kind of want to play the Japanese original to see if they were saying anything different, because usually puns are different in English and Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tweak them somewhat.
I've done that sometimes when watching Dragon Ball Z. Just turn on the subtitles, and they'll give the original Japanese pun in the subtitles, and it's like, wow, that makes no sense. And in one case, the pun was much better than the English pun, and it made me upset.
I know they sort of do that in Phoenix Wright as well. Like Maya's
Yeah.
obsessed with noodles, not burgers, right?
Yeah. Oh, localization.
Well, I think it's good that they changed it from noodles
Yeah,
to
I do too.
burgers because Gumshoe is also obsessed with noodles, and I don't know the difference between noodles and noodles. I'm too American. Actually, real life story. I recently tried cooking hamburger helper for the first time, which involves noodles, and it was a horrible, horrible mistake.
You haven't cooked hamburger helper before?
Really?
Well, I thought it came with hamburger, and much to my
No,
surprise,
no.
there's no hamburger in the product with hamburger in the title.
No, it's the helper. It's what helps the hamburger. That's why you need to get your own hamburger.
Yeah, so it was the first time I'd cooked, meat on a grill or on a stove.
Oh.
And then when I got to the hamburger helper, it's like, okay, it needs 2.5 cups of milk. Oh, wait, I don't have milk.
Just saying. This place hasn't exactly
And
been
so I
set
got a
up for
stomachache
success
that night.
so far.
Oh.
Poor Michael.
I blame the lack of milk.
Yeah, when I went to college, that was like one of the 3 foods I could handle my first trimester, so I ate a lot of that.
Well, I was just saying, I put the hell in hamburger helper.
Ugh.
And now we're going through this room. Not much of a laboratory. I don't know. It's like a plant laboratory.
Yeah, there's a lot of seeds and stuff in here.
And this is the plot device machine. It's not gonna become important in this pathway, though, is it?
I don't think so. I think actually I won't say anything. It is in a different pathway, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's like a magic duplicator thingy. It's an AE whatever. We're gonna learn what its name is. After we finish the room, Dio is gonna take a look at it when he realizes, hey, we never used this device in the room. It must be important outside of the room. So Diana, I don't know if this would be a good time for you to state your theory, but you've been coming up with a theory for what's happening in this game.
Yes, it is a very large theory. It's pretty great.
All right. Well, this is probably going to be spot on. So if anyone doesn't want to hear spoilers, now's a good time to mute for a couple of minutes.
It's probably not. I took a leaf out of Paul's book and just made up randomness like he told me to. So
Okay, let's hear the theory.
okay, so this is my theory. This is all a giant conspiracy with everybody from 999 who are working with aliens, and they kidnapped these people. The aliens kidnapped the people, and they had to wear gas masks because they can't breathe on Earth, so they had to wear the gas masks.
Oh, okay, so Zero is an alien.
No, Zero's working with the aliens. I think J-Dog is Zero.
Okay.
Yeah. And he set up this whole thing, and he got all the people from 999 to help him. Lotus programmed this whole thing, but Seven screwed it up, and that's why it's a bunny.
Okay, yeah, that's why Zero the Third is a bunny. Great. So why
Seven
did they
away.
kidnap these people?
Okay, getting to that. I think this is totally just out there, but I think Snake is Cade because he's watching over his sister, and Alice and Clover were totally just planted there to make sure everything was going good, but they're all working together, and they're trying to save the world from the Radical Six and the Dio thing, which they talked about in the Dio pathway.
They're trying to save the world from Dio, who wants to destroy the world.
Yes. Because didn't he like sneak in or something?
Yes.
I think he did. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yeah,
they
we learned
didn't know
that
he was going to show up. And then everybody in the second game, they're all time travelers, and that's why they were kidnapped. Yeah, that's my theory. And there's a lot more.
So wait, why were they time traveling?
Why are there aliens?
I don't know. I just read something about aliens. I just decided to put aliens in there. They're not time traveling. J-Dog decided that they were all... I don't know how he found this out. I didn't think of that part. But they're all time travelers. So he wants to harness their power in order to travel to the past or the future or whatever, and he wants to save June. He wants to search for June. That's all he wants. Because in the questions from 999, didn't the producer say that, or whoever say that he was just going to spend his life searching for June?
He did. That is correct.
This is totally an extension of that.
Yeah, so I think we can actually stop the videos now because Diana just explained everything. So goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, that's all there is to the entire game. We've got time-traveling aliens who are trying to stop a
No, the
disease.
aliens
No,
are not
no.
the time travelers, Michael.
No,
Gosh.
the other people in this game are the time travelers. The aliens are they're helping the 999 crew.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, okay.
That makes perfect sense, Michael. Keep
Yeah.
up.
I'm so confused. Then where did the disease come from?
I don't know. That just happened for the
No.
people on Mars. They did it.
Are the aliens from Mars?
Sure. I didn't think about that part either.
So the aliens are all just helping J-Dog find his lost girlfriend.
Yes, because they read about his story on the internet and they felt bad. So they decided to help him.
They played the first 999 game, weren't
And then they felt
satisfied
really
with how
sad.
it ended. Yeah, so they're like, we gotta help this guy.
And I also decided that the color doors, stem from a traumatizing incident in J-Dog's youth when he couldn't color. Or, like, you know, he was really sad about that, so he just decided to put colors in to supposedly torture everyone else. I decided that too.
Okay, I like that twist.
Aw, man, now I want to spoil something, but I won't because I'm a good person.
Don't you dare. I'm still going with my theory.
Yeah. Yeah, don't
Which
spoil
is-
anything. Diana already did. She just explained the entire story.
So,
It was an
okay,
accident,
so
I'm
if
sorry.
everybody from 999 is helping out, what is Ace doing? Is Ace in jail, or is he actually helping out with this?
No, he's not there.
Okay.
He's
I
still in
just-
jail.
Yeah.
And obviously June is not helping out or Santa because they both disappeared together.
They're gone. That's who J-Dog's looking for. So they're gone somewhere.
So would you say that Seven was the person who's supposed to be K, but then Snake sort of like knocked him out or something and stole the suit?
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
But
Yes.
why fake amnesia?
I don't know. Because maybe Clover thought it was gonna be Seven, so he didn't want to freak her out. Because she didn't want him to go into this because
Because Seven had amnesia, so he's just playing along with it.
yeah, he's just going with it. It's much better. This one's much better than my original theory. I thought of another one, but it's not very good.
We've got to hear that one now too. But
Oh, you
before
wanna
we
know?
do, we
Okay,
have
wait,
to
what?
point out that we just missed the best part in this room where Clover thinks the root in the glass is actually a little beard.
Mm-hmm.
What?
She thought it was her grandpa's beard. I was reading it.
That makes me sad. I'm gonna have to watch this video now.
Okay, so now we've got to hear that was your good theory, right?
That was my second theory.
Okay,
My
let's
first
hear
theory.
the
my
first theory now.
Yeah, my first theory is that all these people were kidnapped because everyone on the world died and they were supposed to repopulate the world. But there was like a test to see if they could get along well enough together. But
so this is like Match.com, basically, is what you're saying.
I literally have that written down. I'm not kidding. I just put Match.com on my paper. Because I was like, they have all the different kinds of people. They have like a doctor, a kid, older person, and then I put jerk, perv, and grumpy for Dio, Sigma, and Phi.
That literally describes everyone you find on Match.com. So actually, this theory makes even more sense than your first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Everyone on Match.com is either old, kid pretending to be someone else, or pervert.
And then I put Sigma's gonna fail because the test because he's a perv.
So Match.com is trying to match Sigma with Phi, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why they get paired together so often. Okay. This is kind of a difficult puzzle, but is that the solution? Make everything point down?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
the cheap solution to the puzzle.
Yeah. Basically, it just, like, the number divides in half whenever it hits one of those valves. And you can spend a lot of time thinking about it and actually working it out, but it happens to be that you just turn them all down and it works.
So who is Dio supposed to be matched with then?
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
A lot of people say Dio and Alice, I think. I'm not so sure about that. I feel bad for Alice if that's the case.
Yeah, she's too good for Dio. Who would Clover be matched with then? Oh, wait, we said Clover and Alice because they're besties.
Yeah.
And Dio's by himself because he's a jerk.
And T-Dog, he's with June.
He's too old, and Quark's too young, so they also are alone.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting puzzle. You don't actually have to read the notes. You can just check over and over again. It tells you which ones are right and which ones are wrong. And that's clearly what I'm doing here. Rather than following the notes, I'm like, don't want to figure this puzzle out again. I did it correctly the first time.
Yeah, it's like one of those logic puzzles. I mean, it wasn't just me. The puzzle quality is a lot better in this game compared to the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were tons better in this game.
Yeah, I can tell.
Wait, I have a new time theory. Time travel theory.
Wait, you beat the game, though.
Yeah, but going off of Diana's theory that they are time travelers, and the other theory that everybody's just trying to, make babies.
Okay, that wasn't...
What if they are going back to the beginning of the world to create humans?
But...
Wait. What?
Oh. You're gonna have to explain that more. I don't know how that would work.
So they're time traveling back like 5,000 years when humans first appeared on planet Earth, and they are going to be the people who bring humans into the world.
I see. But then who built the facility? Another time traveler?
Perhaps.
Okay.
This is all just a big scheme so that they could go back in time and begin the human race.
I see.
Okay.
But then why bring Dio?
Dio's not supposed to be there. He just snuck in.
Oh.
Good point, yeah.
Of course, not sure why you bring Quark or anybody else, but whatever.
Also true.
Well, they need a nice sampling, I think, as Diana said. So Quark will fill in and start making babies, I don't know, 12 years from now?
Sure, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Clover made a hilarious pun there. Yes. Instead of saying chicken, they said turkey or something. So yeah, I feel this is one of the things I mention, or maybe don't mention, but one of the reasons why I feel that the Clover in this game might be not the same as the Clover in the other game.
Okay.
The previous Clover had no interest in making puns. Ever.
She was more interested in stabbing people, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yes, she was.
Yeah. That was the first ending I got.
Well, she got stabbed in one of the endings, too. That was the first ending that we went through, right? Didn't she die?
Did we do the bad endings in 999? I can't remember.
No, you have to go through the ending where she gets killed by Ace in order to know that Ace is the culprit. So in the true ending, you already know Ace is the culprit.
I see.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I was just saying that even the Clover in this room seems extremely different from the Clover that you meet in all the other rooms, so it's strange.
That's true. She does have sort of multiple personalities in this game.
The nonary game changes a person.
Well, I'm told the reason that she's in this game at all is that they did like a fan favorite poll in Japan to decide who would be in this game, and the people in Japan really liked Clover.
Really?
Yeah.
She was okay, but she was no 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently the fan favorites change from country to country.
As long as it wasn't Snake.
You didn't want to see Snake make a return just because he turned
No.
into a jerk at the end of the game?
Yeah, he kind of did, but my theory, he's here, so I'm still going with that.
Well, I don't
I'm
think
not-
he was a jerk. I'm gonna say that he has the right to be a jerk because he just spent like 5 hours stuffed inside a coffin and drugged,
Yeah, that's true.
and he missed the entire game. So he's kind of mad because he missed out on pretty much the entire game.
Okay, that's true. Well, as long as it wasn't Santa, then how about that? Can we all agree Santa was terrible?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Although I think Phi is just Santa number 2, which makes me sad.
That Santa snuck in wearing a dress.
Mm-hmm.
I was considering putting that in my theory, but I wasn't sure, so I decided not to.
Which
Oh.
one?
That Phi was Santa in a dress.
Yeah, which theory? The baby making theory or the time traveler theory?
No, the time traveler one.
Okay.
Actually, I think it was in both, but
So there was a joke about ABBA in the first one, Floor A and Floor B, which is really kind of easy to miss. And the secret of Quark's hat, here we go. He keeps snacks in there. And missiles, yeah, that's great.
Interesting kid.
I wish I had a snack hat.
Yeah.
People would try to steal your snacks the instant they know you have a snack hat, though.
That's why you
true.
don't tell anyone you have a snack hat. Duh.
Then, how's he gonna get his snacks? He has to walk away from everybody. Oh, hey guys, I'm going to the bathroom now.
Yeah.
Doritos.
Clearly, that's how it has to work. If you want your snacks that badly, that's what you're gonna have to do.
Oh, but then your snacks are all nasty and stuff.
Okay, well, you don't have to go to the bathroom. You can go to, somewhere else that's not a bathroom.
See, this leads me to believe that Diana actually has a snack hat. She's got this all planned out.
I just carry a lot of purses.
And you can't open your purse anywhere besides a bathroom, obviously.
I said not a bathroom.
So
I have to hide. My
is
friends
that
get
why
hungry.
girls all go to the bathroom in groups?
It's snack
No.
time, yeah.
They know that you're about to pull out some Doritos and they're hungry.
We've solved one of the girl mysteries. Job.
So pretty soon here, we're gonna be finished with the room. Oh yeah, here's that Latin notebook.
Oh yes, we talked about this the last path, I think.
Yes.
Still not sure why it's in Latin.
Yeah, I don't know either. I can't remember if there's a reason for it or not.
I think the reason is just that so Sigma won't be able to read it, but Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I think, the theme song for that game was in Latin, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's in Latin. I was able to translate it and everything. It's really simple Latin. It's just like, punch the guy, hit him.
They just wanted to make it sound cool.
It does. It sounds more
Latin,
epic.
It's
it does sound really cool.
Does it have any influence at all in Japan? I don't think the Roman Empire stretched that far.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, that's the thing about translation, which I'll mention later on in this video. Do either of you speak more than one language?
I know a little Spanish, but not a lot.
Okay, so you should
I
be able to
speak
understand
Spanish.
what I mean when we talk about translation. It seems kind of unrealistic that Fi can't translate the book at all, and then there's just one section that she can translate really, really well.
Yeah.
Instantly. She can translate page 92, but nothing else.
Yeah,
That's random.
That's the Latin 101 section of the book.
Yeah.
I guess there's a couple of things.
It says here he's very happy, and he went outside.
Not really significant, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just verb
three-letter
conjugations.
sentences.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was just wondering what it was.
Yeah, they make you learn numbers really early on in Latin, which is stupid because they should make you learn it later on at the end because they're so easy.
Yeah, I think that was like the first week in Spanish.
Yeah, numbers and colors.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, how often do you hear people talk about numbers and colors, even in, say, like this game?
IG.
The chromatic doors, the Nanaru game. It's all colors and numbers.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't know. I just remember my Latin teacher complaining about learning about numbers in lesson number 4 because that's what the book tells us to do. It's like, make that lesson number 40.
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
Oh, snaps.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Wow, Dio's acting
Sigma-
out of character.
Yeah,
Ow.
this can't be right.
This is weird. I don't like it.
You're just making jokes about the IG replicator. Jeez,
Mhm.
Dio.
Can't do anything with this
How the IG stands for idiot girl.
Mhm.
Duh.
Poor Clover.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The vial. Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at
It's
it.
more like a bottle than a vial, but okay.
Was it really
Don't give it to him.
So it's Axelavir, which is the thing that will cure Quark's Radical 6. Remember that, Diana?
Yes.
Yeah, it's totally a bottle, not a vial.
It is a bottle.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
Oh. So he was nice for all 5 seconds and was just a trick.
Of course, Dio, you should really steal the Axelavir before saying you're gonna steal it, you know?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
he's lucky Sigma's an idiot. He was like,
Yes.
it's like, well, you really are gullible. I'm just going to take this. And Sigma's like, what are you talking about? And then he
I'm gonna
takes
take
it.
what? And then he just takes it.
I'll even get back to you later.
If only I could have seen that coming.
I don't think so.
Only I had time to react.
You're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose
It's
that.
sort of like, you know, in Dragon Ball Z where they kill Piccolo for the first time. And to make it extra dramatic, it's in slow motion. So it seems like he has a half a minute to dodge out of the way.
Well, I've got some
Everybody's like, wait, why didn't he just, you know, move a foot to the left? He had a whole, whole half minute there. So about the title of the game, Virtue's Last Reward, who is the virtuous character who gets rewards?
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves
See, I
and
always read it as virtue's last reward is no escape. Like, the virtuous won't escape this game.
Don't tell those other
I think that
idiots
makes more
you're about to
sense.
be superior.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
I hear one word about it, and the next thing you
But there are other ways to interpret it, I guess.
Yeah, no, I thought the Zero Escape was basically, because they renamed 999 Zero Escape 999.
Isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever.
So Zero Escape is just the series name.
How well you can manipulate
Mhm.
people to your advantage.
Could be.
How unfair you can be.
Dio, you and your
So,
stupid hat.
What are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
How dare you? That's a classy hat.
I was gonna say, it is a very nice hat.
That's the only good thing about him.
His hat,
He
yeah.
doesn't deserve that hat.
No, he doesn't.
So Sigma is agreeing he will pick Ally in this round.
This works, but don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Oh, Sigma, Sigma, Sigma. This isn't good.
No.
Yeah. See, now's where you tell everyone else, and then when Dio's not paying attention, you surround him and just take it back.
Yeah, that's exactly my plan. And Dio leaves Sigma alone with Clover, so that's...
You've only got one BP right now. If we choose Ally,
Dio is clearly not the smartest evil villain ever.
Nope.
I'll let the heroes be alone and not watch them.
but that means
They won't formulate a plan to stop me. And this is probably a perfect example of how Clover changes from room to room. Here, she really seems concerned about Sigma.
die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
Whereas in the previous pathway, she hated him and then just tried to seduce him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Very effectively.
Oh, yeah.
So will Sigma really sacrifice himself in order to save Quark? What would you do, Diana?
I would probably do it. Like, because, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a kid,
I just met this kid though. I don't even know him.
but it's still a kid. And, I mean, I only have one, and I know what Dio's gonna do, so...
Yeah, but you think Dio's really going to give the medicine back, even if
Probably
he
not.
gets what he wants?
Dio's a jerk.
He's probably drinking the medicine right now.
Ew.
Yeah, just in case he gets Radical 6. I'm surprised Sigma doesn't try to work this to his pervy advantage.
How would he even do that?
With
Seduce
Clover,
Dio?
he's like, well,
Oh, with
Clover, I'm going to
Clover.
die in
Yeah,
5
I'm gonna
minutes
die
now.
soon.
I just want to kiss a girl for the first time. I mean, the last time. That would be an interesting fanfic. I want to learn more of Sigma's backstory. Has he ever had a girlfriend before? Survey
feel like
says
during-
no.
Yeah.
I feel like during these little traveling segments, they should be playing elevator music or something.
Yeah.
Well, Sigma has a girlfriend, right? His girlfriend just broke up with him on Christmas
Oh, that's
Day.
true. Yeah, well, that's what he says at least.
Maybe
My
he's
girlfriend,
lying.
you've never seen her before. She goes to a different
She
school.
does.
She broke up with me the same day I had a paper due,
It was just a bad day.
and it was
was because of-
Christmas, and I got
Just because of the
kidnapped.
procrastination. He was supposed to go out with her on Christmas, but then he had to do the paper, so she broke up with him.
That's
If
the
he
big
actually
plot.
did have a girlfriend.
You don't mind, right?
That's actually the big plot twist, is Sigma's actually Manti Te'o.
Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve.
That was a college football player who faked having a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Why would he fake having a girlfriend?
Nobody knows.
Oh,
It's really strange. And then he pretended that she died. And then people looked into it and they're like, hey, this person doesn't exist. And then he said he was tricked by someone else.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that.
hmm
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Ten Myoji and Luna are looking after him.
How's he doing? Well, it's hard to say.
I still want to know what grade Sigma got on that paper he wrote right before he was kidnapped.
It's probably unfinished
Yeah.
on his desk because the
Mhm.
aliens kidnapped him.
What was your room, Sigma?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because he said his computer died, and so he had to use the school computer. So that's why he was in his car at school on Christmas Eve.
So clearly the aliens killed his computer, and then he had to go to school where they kidnapped him. Yeah, that's what happened.
Because they couldn't get into his house.
Yeah, they couldn't get in. It just doesn't work that way.
They mastered time travel, but locks? No way.
No.
We gotta get him out of here.
Like how we had to have a flashback, just in case you've already forgotten that Sigma is being blackmailed.
That was 2 minutes ago, game. We don't need a flashback.
I hate when games do that. It makes me think the game thinks I'm like an idiot or something.
You must hate
I'm like,
the
guys, I
Right
remember, it's
series
okay.
then.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
Okay.
different.
Yeah, it's
I enjoy seeing those.
I
Because
pointed that
it's
out in my
longer
walkthrough.
game.
It's like, okay, so this is something. Oh, hey, and here's a flashback of it.
Yeah, okay, it does get a little tiresome in, I think it's Last Case of Justice for All.
Where does that leave us?
I think is the one
Yeah.
where I got annoyed.
I think
A
you're
little
right.
bit.
There's one case in the second game where it's like every other minute is a flashback.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good case, but
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice K and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Axelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Now he's just being a jerk.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going? Then I will too. Glad that's settled.
So seriously, Sigma, Dio isn't around. Tell everybody what Dio is up to.
yeah, they can all like beat him up when he comes back.
yeah, the guy weighs like 100 pounds or so. He looks really scrawny.
Then just like pull Kay back before he leaves. Okay, never mind. But
Just
and tell
knock his
him.
hat off. You know, like pretend it's an accident.
Mhm.
the hat is the
Hold on.
source of all his
Show me that
power.
journal first.
Then we'll show what he's really hiding:
Dio
a
told me
receding
about
hairline.
it. You wouldn't take me
Yeah.
to the lab, except that you
Send
found
one of the
journal
girls to
with
seduce him. I
these
bet
words.
Alice could distract
Some
him for a moment.
bullshit language. You said you had it, so I was hoping I could
Because
take a
it's
look.
been confirmed that Dio is the clone that likes women.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
For some reason, they disclosed that in his ending.
Yeah, they decided, you know, it's a horrible sin to like women
Mhm.
in his cult.
This is Latin. Yeah, with time and a dictionary. Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log.
So where does she
It's
learn
gotta be
Latin?
some sort of-
Seriously?
I don't know, and I don't think she actually needs a dictionary. Right? She probably needs a translator. I don't think a dictionary would help.
A Latin dictionary.
Oh, that would work.
Yeah, Latin doesn't really work so well with a translator. But the translators are getting better. But no, Fi just said right there, a section is easy to translate when it's easy sentences like, I took the dog for a walk today, it was sunny.
Page 216. This isn't research notes.
But let's see if these sentences here are actually simple sentences.
Don't rush
Page
me.
216.
It's gonna take a minute.
Because she's going to read it out loud. See if these count as really simple sentences that you'd be able to translate easily.
All right, Diana, translate these into Spanish for us. Let's see if you can do
Oh
it.
god, no.
It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Yeah, so it's either simple sentences or the passage is using a lot of vocabulary you already know about. That's what makes things easy to translate.
Yeah.
Well, she knows it's talking about Radical 6, so apparently she knows what that is in Latin.
Well, apparently she knows all sorts of medical terms in Latin, because this is pretty much the entire section. If we assume, oh, that's a conditional, you would not be able to translate that on the fly.
I am so not translating this into Spanish.
Come on, Diana, you can do it.
Come on, Fi is translating it
numbers.
easily.
How
Para
can
you can do the
cada
numbers.
segundo que pasa
Uno.
extraña, el paciente siente que 0.408 segundos pasada en el
I think I'm just
interior.
gonna let Michael do it.
I don't know how you say radical 6 or root 6 in Spanish. I never took math.
yeah, we,
Never,
yeah,
I
we,
never took
yeah,
math in Spanish.
And I think that maybe justifies my complaint earlier about numbers, even though you learn it like first thing in Spanish and stuff like that. I don't know how to say 2.45. It's probably not 2.45.
I mean, numbers and colors are always like one of the first things kids learn in English, right? That's like Sesame Street right there.
Yeah, I don't know why we decide children need to learn those things first. And like animal sounds, you need to learn animal sounds too.
I don't think I ever learned animal sounds.
These are really complicated
The dog
sentences.
Oh yeah, this is stuff we covered like first term in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Medical pandemics. That was chapter 2 after numbers and colors.
I don't think we actually went past numbers and colors in our thing. But then when I took it later on, I think the next chapter was jobs.
So now we actually know why the disease is called radical 6 and why people go crazy.
I was going to say Latin is sort of different than Spanish because it's a dead language, so we know every single Latin word that was ever used. So some of the Latin things, they try to teach you based on which words are most common.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So numbers and colors are not the most common things in Latin because they had like a different numbering system. They used Roman numerals. And sometimes they used letters to stand for numbers. So they'd say like use letter A for 1 and letter B for 2 and letter C for 3. Which is super confusing. But you guys know Roman numerals, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We learned that in high school, so we'd always know what Super Bowl it is.
That is important. I learned it to know what year the Disney movies came out.
Also important.
Yep.
Which Final Fantasy game you're playing. So this is kind of a long page.
How did they fit this all on one page? This person must write really small.
It's actually a really big book. It's the size of Phi.
They had to lug it all the way back.
She's just paraphrasing a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that's why Dio had such an easy time stealing the medicines, because
He just ran ahead.
Yeah, he had this huge book propped up on his back. He was defenseless.
Well, fun fact about Latin, and if in case it's not obvious, I took Latin in college. Latin is always smaller than English because they don't have the word the or a in Latin.
Interesting.
We know that.
So there are no like articles at all?
No, there are articles. I mean, if you want to distinguish one thing as opposed to like the thing in general, you'd have to use like that thing.
Okay.
So to make up for it, there are like 16 versions of that. So.
Gotcha.
But you know, they find it simpler to use that in all the cases where you would use the or a. I could probably translate that one. Oh Lord, please. Oh Dominos, por favor.
I think that last part's Spanish. I'm not positive.
Yeah, that sounded like Spanish.
I don't think they have the word please in Latin. I don't know.
It's a very rude language.
They're more interested in conquering other people.
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Oh, good, a recap.
Good, we didn't actually have to pay attention to that. We were too busy talking about Latin.
So it's exactly what you said, Diana. Everybody who gets Radical 6 wants to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Yay, I got something right.
You figured that out last video, which
Yep.
means that your Match.com theory is going to come to fruition here sometime in the next video.
Clearly. I am just the master of making theories.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Sigma, come on, put the clues together. We discussed this. Oh well, he's not smart enough. Oh well.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Really, government? Really? Why is it that the government always turns evil in, like, these apocalyptic scenarios?
Well, I mean, not necessarily evil here, right? Just trying to make sure the last few remaining people don't die.
By completely restricting their freedom.
Yeah,
At least
well.
they're not gonna die.
Okay,
Well,
never
they're
mind.
not gonna die
Sorry,
outside.
I come from a tradition where I sacrifice my life to help save other people who are infected with the disease.
Just think about it for a minute.
They're probably doing that too, hopefully, maybe.
No, they can't
But-
because the government locked them away.
Maybe we've been here
Oh, I
for a
was
long
talking about the
time.
government.
Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow.
I don't know. Maybe it's
I mean,
more
so it
realistic that the governors, you know, like the senators have the special facilities built for themselves so they don't die.
And whoever had the
See, it didn't.
made this
Maybe I read that wrong. It didn't sound to me like the government was rounding up people and forcing them into these shelters. It was that the government had built these shelters for people to come to for their safety if they wanted.
It's all just speculation.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it too.
Oh, well, that's a much nicer reading. I guess I'm reading it more like, well, we need taxpayers, so these people must survive.
I did not get that context at
Yeah,
all.
me neither.
I mean, it's possible that happened. I just missed it. I thought it was just sort of like, hey, please come here. You'll probably die out there.
Oh. I guess, okay, I'll blame that one British book I read about quarantine. It gives me weird theories about how quarantine works. Because usually when the government declares a quarantine, you don't have a choice. You're quarantined.
Right. So
Yeah, you're right.
this wasn't like, I don't know. This was a little different. It's not like there was one area where there was the disease, right? There are now these few areas where the disease isn't, and the disease is everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they would like people to come to the area where there is no disease, so they would hopefully not die. Is what I was thinking. Like I said, I could have missed something somewhere, but that was sort of the
Yeah,
impression.
that's what I was thinking too.
Changed my mind. You could tell me about Quark later.
I think we're going to learn more about Radical 6, though, anyway. I think they say that not everybody dies from the disease anyway. Is it this ending or a different ending? I'm not going to spoil it, so okay. Oh, that's right. We're not actually going to get an ending here. That's right. We're going to get a block, so never mind.
Yeah.
He seems to be
This will be the last block, though. After this, we're nothing but actual story parts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this it?
Yep, this is going to be the final block.
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
So Quark is not wearing his hat. Steal his snacks while he's sleeping.
That's so mean. He's gonna want his Doritos when he wakes up
Yeah.
after we beat up Dio.
If they're Cool
Which-
Ranch, he can keep them because those are gross. But if they're normal Doritos, then we should
That we
share
want
those with
Oh,
everyone.
well, I
Yeah.
love the Cool Ranch, but they changed them, and now they're even grosser than before.
Yeah,
See,
it's kind of disappointing.
I didn't like the original Cool Ranch, so I probably would not like this new variant if it's worse.
Well, I like the original, but guess what they made the variant for? Because
What?
it's for the Taco Bell Locos Tacos.
Oh
Duh.
yeah, I saw. No, I didn't even want
So
to try
because
that.
they're making Taco Bell tacos out of the Cool Ranch, they decided to be easier. Let's just change Cool Ranch the way it tastes, so it's easier to make tacos out of them.
That's so weird.
Or I just got a bad batch. Either way, I think
I mean,
we
it's
all
possible.
lose. Okay, so has either of you guys seen the Sliders episode where a disease killed off like 90% of the men in the world?
Oh man, I haven't seen that show in like 15 years. I don't remember anything about it. Last time I saw it, I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah. That's partially what I'm thinking of with, because what happened there is that the government quarantined all the men
I see.
in order to, repopulate the planet. But there it was more like they wanted to have more people alive in their particular area than, say, Australia.
I see.
It's
I
like
don't
the US
remember that.
quarantined people just so that, in 50 years, the United States is still the king of the world because it has more people than any other country.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't remember that episode. I remember the show being fantastic.
Yeah.
At least when I was like 7 or 8, I thought it was the best show ever. But I don't really remember much specifically about it.
Yeah, so I'm
There's
thinking... Oh, no, you can go.
Was that the show with like? There's like Jerry O'Connell. Was he the guy that was in there? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
The guy who was Indiana Jones's buddy in the first movie was in there.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Sean Connery from the third one?
No, it was the first one, yeah. Yeah, so no, I was gonna say maybe that's the hostile government quarantine that we have here in this game. Oh, they misspelled choice there at the top line. There was only one chalky E.
See that's the snack that Quark had in his hat.
Yes.
It's a chocolate bar, a chalky.
How
There's
am I
only one
going to share this with everyone?
So wait, where was I going? The evil form of quarantine. The U.S. government is not quarantining people to save them. They just want to have more people than all the other countries in 50 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because we still follow Cold War rules about everything.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back. Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
So who is he going up against?
Nothing,
Oh,
I
Kay and
suppose.
Alice, okay.
Okay, and Alice, yeah.
Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick Betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
I can't
That's
leave
good.
Quark behind.
But this is my problem with the prisoner's dilemma. It's like, well,
Or not. My vote's the same either way.
the safe thing to do is make sure nobody ever enters and votes, so that way everybody allies.
But it says there has to be at least one voting member of each
Of course.
matchup.
About yourself.
Otherwise, I think they all die, right?
Yeah, but we don't know that in this point in time. That's in a
Oh, we
different
don't.
pathway.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's in the only path. That's like in the pathway where people start dying and there's not enough people to vote.
Oh, goodness.
And so it becomes an issue of how many people are there who can actually vote.
Yeah, is that like the super bad ending? One of these pathways has like a super bad ending where
When are we gonna get to that?
yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah, but I mean that's exactly what my strategy would be. It's like, well, you can't trust everybody. Everybody just sits outside. First person who tries to vote, Kay gets up and smacks them in the head.
And that would mean...
But Dio was clever and he went in before everybody else just to protect himself. You know, in case Sigma teamed up with everybody else to steal the Axelavir. But seriously, Sigma, why don't you just talk to everybody now and tell them about the hidden Axelavir? Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Dio can't possibly overhear. He's 20 feet away in a locked room.
But if he's already voted, would it really make that much of a difference? Because he can't come out until afterwards, and then everyone's like gonna die. Well,
Yeah,
Sigma's
but
gonna
no,
die.
it's just saying, as soon as he comes out, jump him.
Just beat him up.
Yeah. Yeah, have Clover go in there and vote for you.
And
Wait
then you
outside
just
his
stay
room.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could
With
work.
Kay.
That could work. How many
That could actually
guys
work,
are
yeah.
team?
With Kay. Take Kay with you.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, Kay's BP
Yeah,
will go
so
up to
keep
9.
Kay outside, keep Sigma outside, keep the third person outside, and they can all jump Dio the instant Dio
I
leaves.
would never do something so crass.
Good plan. Alright, guys. Get on that.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well,
I really like Kay's laughing animation. He looks so dainty for a
Yeah,
giant
no, I
robot
was
man.
gonna say, that's really weird.
I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't.
Yeah, seriously,
Show me
Kay.
how else.
Come on, Kay.
Hey, hold on.
You
a
said you're
minute.
gonna ally no matter what, so why do you have to go inside? See, this is what I'm totally talking about. Make sure everybody allies by making sure nobody ever goes inside.
I mean, if Kay wants to go inside, you're going to kind of have a hard time stopping him, though, right?
Yeah.
He's a huge robot.
I don't know, is Kay really... I don't know if he's strong. Maybe we're just assuming he's strong because he's a robot.
It's a good point. I think you'd have a hard time hurting him, though, right?
You would, but it's gotta
Maybe
be
you could
hard
just
to
restrain
move
him.
if you're wearing a huge robot suit.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Unless he's
But-
always been wearing the robot suit, in which case, how does he go to the bathroom?
That's true.
I would prefer not to know the answer to that question.
So if we assume that Kay is a weakling, then who is the strongest individual here?
Alice.
So it should be Alice and Sigma
Sigma.
waiting outside to jump Dio.
Yeah, she's one of the tall characters. I think Alice and Luna and... Yeah, it's like Alice, Kay, and Dio are all the same height, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think Dio is added by the top hat, though.
I don't think it matters. I think Clover could just take him with one quick hit to the groin. Dio would be out.
I mean, you could say that for most men, though, right?
Yeah, but especially Dio.
So you think Alice is the second strongest? I was thinking maybe Phi, judging
Yeah,
from
I
her.
was too.
Actually, yeah,
Remember-
you're right. Fi could be a powerhouse.
She had that like mega jump at the beginning of the game. She's got to have ginormous thigh muscles at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she would be a good choice to stay outside. Except they clearly didn't do that because they went inside.
Well, why don't they listen to us?
They can't hear us!
It's because nobody besides Clover and Sigma know about the Axelavir.
Well,
Is
whose
it-
fault is that?
I know.
Not ours.
We've been yelling at the screen the past 20 minutes.
So what do you guys think? Should we ally or betray?
Mm-hmm.
I say betray. if you ally, you not only kill yourself, you kill everyone else, basically, right? Because Dio's
Yeah,
just going to
pretty
leave
much.
at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So Quark's dead either way.
No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
I've played through the other endings. He's a jerk. Sigma's being very noble here.
This is definitely, I mean, it might be the more noble option, but like logically, I think Quark's dead either way at this point, right? If Dio leaves now, he's not just going to get the 9 BP and then stick around.
Yeah, but I mean, he's going to get the 9 BP. He's going to hopefully give the Axelavir and then leave.
Mm-hmm. But then Quark's trapped.
That's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. So best case scenario, he does actually give the Axelavir. We don't know he's going to do that. He's a jerk. But even if he does, they're trapped in this building forever.
And we know why Dio's trying to make sure the mission is a failure, right? That's what he said during his ending. He wants to make sure everybody's trapped inside there. That's why he snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So Sigma hurls Clover away. Oh no.
Wow.
Ow!
Yikes. Poor Clover.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around.
Sorry.
Like that.
Okay, so we know at least that Sigma beats Clover in a fight. We've seen that matchup now.
Dio's
All right.
gonna kill you. You can't do this.
Seriously, Clover, just press the
Don't want you to die.
ally button.
Yeah, he's just standing there.
But that's dramatic. She doesn't want him to die.
All right, Sigma, time to make your move.
So make your vote here, Diana and Nikola. Which are you going with?
I say Betray.
I say Betray, too.
Okay.
You know what he's going to do.
I think this might be the first time where we all actually agree on something.
Hooray!
Yay!
I'm gonna pick Betray right here.
Are you lying to us?
Yeah,
No.
wait. I get the sense that you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Oh, wow. He's... Whew.
I was afraid Michael was going to be the true betrayer.
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think's gonna happen now? We're gonna find out that Dio allied, and we're gonna feel like huge jerks.
I highly doubt that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
That is like the least likely scenario.
He's the one person you never have to worry about allying.
Well, at least hopefully in this ending, Clover and Sigma will get together.
Because that's all that really matters.
Is that your pairing now?
I mean,
Well, we've got nobody else for Clover, so might as well.
I think you made the right decision. You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I
I don't know, I was just swayed by her passionate speech. It's like,
We'll find
you're
another
going
way.
to die!
We just have
I
to
just can't let that happen.
He gives us an
So
See
basically
you
what we're saying
die.
is that worked better than the seduction.
I'm sure Alice will help us too.
I mean, both equally effective, really.
We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway,
Sigma's just really easy to manipulate. Although I think a proper seduction would have worked so much easier.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm so glad that bunny doesn't show up anymore.
So wait, you guys might have noticed there that Kay betrayed Tenmyoji.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Kay must have pushed Alice aside and hit Betray. So he was totally lying when he said he was gonna ally.
What a jerk.
Or Alice
Oh, no.
betrayed. Could be.
I don't know if Alice would do that.
Yeah, she doesn't have any reason to. Because now Kay's got 9. He's just going to leave.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Man, I thought Kay was a cool guy.
You don't care
Yeah,
what
it turns out he's a
happens to
jerk.
Sorry.
In your face, Dio.
Dio's just mad that Sigma wasn't killed.
Yeah.
Wait, Sigma? What are you talking about? And Dio stole it. What?
Probably should have mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, you might have wanted to.
I don't have it.
Like you
Yeah.
said.
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
Oh, great, he's broadcasting his moves again. Seriously?
You guys got 2 seconds to react.
Okay, go.
He pulls out
Yeah.
the bottle. This is
Go.
clearly like 5 seconds already.
Do something. Do it. Something. Don't just say no.
He snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up.
And
And
then he threw it. At least I'm
sniffed
assuming.
it.
Aw. Guys. That was way more than 2 seconds. You totally could have done something.
Oh man, he threw it on the ground.
If you chose an
He's not a
ally,
part of our
this would
system.
have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
Yeah, sure, let's blame ourselves. It's clearly our fault that Dio is a murderer.
Yeah. He's got a good point.
So, what is Kay doing right now?
Oh, by the way, nobody cares what Kay and
Does anyone care about that?
Oh,
Oh, sure, now Sigma tries to, like, beat him up.
Yeah, that's a really angry noise there. Grarg.
Grarg.
Hey,
Whoa,
Phi
Diana,
is
calm
able to
down.
stop
Jeez.
Sigma, so maybe Phi is one of the strongest
Because
characters.
this isn't the time for that.
Just one-handed.
Well, she's got the power thighs and she's got the
What
power
number nine
wrist.
for?
Meanwhile,
This is
Kay.
five. Thank you. Yeah, someone else noticed.
No!
Oh, hey everyone.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna.
What?
How long has he
There you
been
go.
standing over there?
He probably was just waiting for everyone to notice.
I don't want to leave without saying goodbye.
He could just technically stay and play another round of the game, but he apparently... I don't think anybody ever takes that option in this game, do they?
I mean, why would you? Unless you wanted to save everyone else, but... Okay, it's weird. Like, if they know that the Radical Six is out there, why do they want to leave?
What am I doing?
That's
That should be obvious. But if you insist,
by themselves too. I'm not
That's
sure what
totally
their
gonna be a
plans are.
spoiler, isn't it?
Kidding me?
And they don't know where they are either. I mean, we know where they are. We saw the Dio ending, but...
for rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this
Well,
is
Dio knows how to get to shelter, because he snuck in, so he's been in this
Okay, well,
area
aside from
before.
him,
But
he doesn't
presumably
count.
none of them know where they are.
must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible.
You know,
For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I
oh, see,
attempted
he's
this
doing it for Quark, guys. What a noble
unavoidable.
plan
That's
he has
what
here.
he says.
I intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9.
Yeah, then you could have saved Quark.
What would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
You know, Kay, you could have at least, waited to see if Quark and Dio were opponents in this round.
And then just
Yeah.
left.
Honestly,
no.
could have waited 10 seconds there to
I know,
examine
it's like-
everybody's numbers.
We can check right now.
For 9 seconds.
Well, now we can't.
Well, wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no, what did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
She's collapsed.
God damn it!
You can't figure it out from what I just said. Kay is probably just trying to get more snuggies.
He's actually cold.
So this doesn't really make sense with my theory. I might have to rethink this.
Oh, but your theory was so good.
Yeah. How does it not make sense with your theory? It matches up perfectly still.
Well, I don't know if Kay would actually leave if we're going with my theory, and that he's Snake watching over Clover. He just left Clover by herself.
But that was just to make sure that Clover didn't know it was him, see?
Okay, fine. I'll accept that. That's good.
He's really committed to it.
Yeah.
He's just gonna leave.
Well, he's decided that Clover and Sigma are going to get together now, and they're going to be happy forever, ever.
Aw. That game over was still better than some endings you get.
Yeah. I think that was an okay one. At least you think he's going to get help.
Uh-huh.
You're left with some form of hope.
Yeah.
So now let's go back and do that again. So this time, instead of betraying, I'm going to ally. Hopefully Dio will make a different choice this time around, although I doubt he will.
No. That's probably not gonna happen.
He'll come out and be like, I had a change of heart, guys.
Then Sigma's going to be so confused. It's like, wait, in the previous ending, you killed me.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed.
You have to think though. You're like, when everyone else doesn't know and they see that he allied with Dio, they're just gonna be like, "You idiot! What did you do that for?
They're just gonna let him die. It's like, you deserve this.
You're stupid."
Yeah, why did you tell us he had the Axelavir, dummy?
And not only that, it's Dio. He's gonna betray you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, in the previous round, Dio betrayed, what was it, Tenmyoji? No, Tenmyoji was with us.
Yeah, he betrayed us. Dio betrayed someone.
Alice?
Maybe it was Alice. I think it was Alice.
Yeah.
That's why she only has the 1 BP.
So Clover's
tension
very
build.
upset now.
Dramatic tension.
Sigma.
This is where she professes her love to him.
Or not. Well, of all the eligible bachelors, she doesn't have a lot of choice here. It's got to be Sigma or K, because Dio's a jerk.
Uh-huh.
And
And
Nailed
that's
just
kind of
too
why
old.
I decided that my first theory didn't exactly work. Because Dio's a jerk, and Sigma's the only
A
other
pervert.
guy that's
Yeah.
really, you know.
Results
so now K and Dio both have 9.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And what's
great.
the negative one? I don't think that's good.
Nope.
Don't you, like, die if your bracelet is less than 0?
I think that is what we've determined, yes.
What if you get exactly 0?
Then you win the bonus prize. A new
Alright.
car!
Sweet.
Sigma needs a new car, because his previous car got trashed when he was kidnapped.
It's
By
true.
the aliens.
By the aliens.
Those aliens have no respect for cars.
They just didn't know what it was.
Aliens are unfamiliar with transportation.
No, just cars. They just don't know what cars are.
They're familiar enough because, you know, they set the gas to go off in the car when he tried to hit the gas pump or something, right?
That part must have resembled their UFO, so they could figure that part out. But the rest, they were just like, what is this?
What is the steering wheel? What does it do? Okay, so Sigma is getting drug number 1, which is, you know, the one that makes you all sleepy and stuff.
Oh, man. We're tripping out now.
And then in 5 minutes we get drug number 2, which is the poison.
I feel like they should be... Yeah.
I forget the lecture on how the drugs work,
Sigma!
but
I
I'm just
think
saying,
so.
Sigma's got 5 more minutes to live.
Get up!
Sigma!
Can you tell them about Dio now?
Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, you might want to explain what you're doing before you die.
I guess we've got 6 minutes of real time before the video ends, so he lives for like 6 minutes, okay.
You could just pause on one of these screens and he'd just live forever.
It's true.
What?
Just saying.
But I think this ending is the reason at the beginning where, you know, Zero the Third, the rabbit, explains that you will get all tired and sluggy for 5 minutes and then get poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense for them not just to do it like one after the other, right? Unless you needed some story to fit in between the 2 points.
Yeah.
It'd make more sense just to poison the person immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, also true.
If your goal is to poison the person, but if your goal is to make it super dramatic.
It's a good way to do it. How?
Oh.
How? How did Dio not leave yet?
He's waiting. He's just waiting. He's waiting for Sigma to get there so he can just, like, Sigma collapse in front of him and then he'll just leave.
He wants to give him a hug.
It's a sense of satisfaction.
Well, he's waiting for Kay so they can leave together.
What are you talking about? And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it right now?
Yeah. So?
Oh, he's doing that smug grin, too.
What a jerk. Someone needs to punch him.
Kay, come on.
Someone, please. Anyone?
Yeah. This is time you could use punching right here.
Yeah.
Fine.
I love how Dio's just really upset about the fact that he has to hand it over.
Here.
Yeah. I had my fingers crossed. This doesn't count.
You expect me to complete my bargain? You're gonna die in 5 minutes anyway, who cares?
Yeah, don't toss it to the drugged out guy. That's...
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gonna, like, hit him and fall on the ground.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops, sorry.
Love how Sigma has to double check. Is this some other bottle?
Yeah.
Did he switch them?
This is your herpes medication.
Of course.
Oh, wrong vial. Oh, no. Now we get to the super trippy thing again.
Wait. Okay, hold on a second. It said that Clover tucked the vial into her pocket. What pocket?
She doesn't have a pocket.
She's like a kangaroo. She actually has like one around her stomach.
Oh, okay.
Sigma, are you okay?
Whoa.
Sigma.
Everyone's
Okay.
concerned for Sigma now.
That's kind of nice.
This is
Even
the
Dio.
only way that Sigma can get the ladies. Get poisoned.
Yeah. By, like, almost dying.
This was his plan all along.
Oh, it's 9 minutes. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's your favorite.
I don't get why the bunny's dressed like that.
If you ever have a pet rabbit, you need to name it Zero Junior.
I will.
Isn't that a traditional outfit in some other country?
Probably, but why would Seven bother to mess up the programming so that it's wearing that?
I mean, that's definitely not a traditional outfit for rabbits in any country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
I feel like In the Garden of Eden should be playing in the background with the screen going like this.
See, I laughed even though I have no idea what that is. Is that a song?
But yeah, that is a song.
Okay. Oh, even Sigma laughed. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the pity laugh, Sigma.
Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. So, what's gonna happen with Dio and Kay?
Yeah, they already left.
They
they're
already
gone.
left. No, everyone was just freaking out about Sigma, so no one noticed.
He's trying to think, but he only has like 3 minutes left. While the drugs go through his system.
All right, Diana, what should he do here?
I don't know. Wait,
Well, that's a block.
is this the cliffhanger you were talking about last time?
Yep.
This is a block / cliffhanger. We will be able to return. That's
Boo.
probably the one which caused Paul to rage quit the game.
That would definitely cause me to rage quit the game.
Yeah, this one's intense. We need to come back to this one quick, please.
Yeah.
Please?